As Neil said, we're here today to share our vision for the next phase in our athletic facility projects here. Now, this is a continuation, as Neil said, of many things that happened over the past decade and actually started in the late 90s under the leadership of Bobby Robinson. When you look at what occurred with the Memorial Stadium, the upgrades there, to Little John Coliseum that had just started. The roof was off when I got here. The indoor track facility had started. Doug Kingsmore hadn't started at that time, but everything was in place to move forward and move very aggressively. Also, as Neil said, some other things that came online immediately back in 2002, 2003, trying to move forward and be aggressive in our athletic facilities was certainly the West Zone project. That was a project that we felt was sorely needed to put our kids in an environment, a championship environment, put our coaches in a championship environment so that we can train and educate our kids the way that they need to be, and at the same time have an environment that we could recruit very effectively too. And I think if you would look at the recruiting classes that have come in since the West Zone has come online and been completed, those recruiting classes have been very, very strong. So again, the emphasis is this is a continuation of what was started. Now, when you build facilities, they just don't pop out of the ground and happen overnight. The West Zone is an example of that. Our football staff has only been in there a year and a half, but yet we started that in 2002. But we are working with a sense of urgency with these facilities. We will get these facilities built quickly because they are a priority. And like the President said, we intend to compete. We intend to compete at the highest level and have a program that our university and our fans and supporters are very proud of. Before we get started, though, I'd like to once again say thank you to our mayor and Rick Cotton for their help on the Highway 93 project, the bridge, and also Robert Ricketts and Gerald Vandermay, who with campus planning, for their diligence and work over the past year or so to 2 years and helping us to continue to see what we need to do to get better. And this is what these projects are. It's the intent to get better. We're not interested in the status quo, never have been interested in the status quo. And so again, without belaboring the point, I think sometimes I do get a little baffled when people say, well, what have you been doing? And sometimes I want to say, well, why don't you just get in the car and drive around? I think you would see there's a whole lot of things that we have done and have accomplished and the environment that we're putting our student athletes and our coaches in. So I'm going to just go down here and sort of talk through the projects that we are going to do and that we're moving forward with. Now, Pete, can you gave me a nod of encouragement a while ago that, am I speaking loud enough? Okay. This is the project, the Riggs Field, the pedestrian walkway going into the campus. We're excited about this because we believe this is going to change the entire paradigm of that corner up there leading into our campus with Riggs Field and our tennis facility. And with the city and the grant money that they were able to secure, we are going to put money in with that grant money to build the plaza areas that will attach to the bridge, the pedestrian walkway, that will replace the sidewalk at Riggs Field. It certainly will enhance pedestrian safety and also be very aesthetically pleasing. But our plans are to connect with the walkway into Riggs Field, upgrade our seating across from the press box side, and in the pavilions, you'd have to get up here and look a little closer. On each side, on each end of the walkway, we're going to have very attractive, aesthetically pleasing overlooks that will, again, significantly enhance the facility paradigm as you come into campus. There will be landscaping. We'll have a multi-use facility room that will be built under the grandstands. And one of the things that we are excited about is the championship plaza leading into Riggs Field. We have a great history in our men's program as well as our women's program. We're excited about our coaches, Coach Noonan, and we just added, someone's going to have to help. Eddie, if you're in here, Eddie Radnowski, with our new women's soccer coach. We've got great history, great legacy, and this will be a great entryway into Riggs. And down here you can see the plaza areas from the pedestrian walkway. This will be tied in, and I'm going to introduce Ed and Jane here in a few minutes, who really gave us the inspiration of moving forward out there with our tennis facility, because they have been very generous in their financial support as well as their own personal support. And as we looked at improving Riggs over here, this is a great opportunity to continue on into our tennis facility. We have rich tradition in our men's and women's tennis that we're going to significantly enhance the facility out there by adding 2 indoor courts. We are going to wrap around and have bring our seating wrapped around from the seating that we have backing up the courts. It'll be covered seating, and again, aesthetically, as with Riggs Field, it's going to significantly enhance that area leading into our campus. I believe very strongly that all your facilities, they have to have a synergy among them. When you're recruiting, it doesn't matter what sport you're recruiting in. You're going to drive around all these facilities. And it's important that every facility that we have is first class. It's just like if you ride in a neighborhood, you can have a mansion here and a mansion here, and then you got a slum in the middle. Your eyes begin to focus on that slum, disregarding all these beautiful facilities surrounding it. So every facility that we have has got to blend together. They've got to be quality, they've got to be first class, and they got to present in unity that how serious we are about our athletic program. Of course, we know we have a great baseball program. I had a wonderful ceremony for Coach Wilhelm the other day. Bob Mahoney did a tremendous job of recognizing and memorializing the great program that Coach Wilhelm built here, and certainly that Coach Leggett has taken it over and has continued a great program. This past year, we were Atlantic Division champions. Won it on the last weekend by beating Florida State 3 straight games. Went on to win our regional, our super regional, and finished 4th at the College World Series. So we're very, very proud of what continues to happen in our baseball program. And in that regard, we're going to build the facility for our players that will house new dressing rooms. We're going to have a legacy room where When you walk in, you can see the greatness of Clemson baseball. You can see the great history, the great players that have come through this program. And it not only helps us in the recruiting process, but it reminds our players every day when they walk through there what a great program they have an opportunity to participate in. So it's very, very important that each day that our players can see, touch, and feel the greatness that's happened before them. And great players before you will help recruit great players today and tomorrow. So we're very proud about what's going to happen with our baseball facility that will be down the first base line, that will house our coaches' offices, lounge areas, a legacy room, and it will be first class. And we've got to continue to work hard to keep our baseball program great. Basketball, we've been very pleased over the last few years where we, and by the way, Brad, it'd be nice if we could make some points. It only takes one to win. If we need to have a rule where we can bank, 20, 22. But we're very proud of what's happened in our basketball program. Our men and women's basketball program, we're very proud of what a total is bringing. And to bring back our women's basketball program, we're very proud of what Brad's doing with our men's basketball. The last 3 years, last year, personally, I'm very proud of the football team won the division, played for the championship, went on, won the bowl game. Men's basketball made it back to the tournament for the third consecutive year. And baseball was in the College World Series, one of just 3 teams nationally to accomplish that. And we're very proud of that. And that is one thing that when we have every athletic program goes through some adversity. Obviously, we're not immune to that. But you have to remember and enjoy the journey, because there are some awfully good things occurring. But we tend to forget those accomplishments when we suffer through some adversity. But we're very proud that Brad's with us and how his team plays. You got guys this tall out there making plays. I don't understand how that happens. But we're very proud of what's happening in our men's basketball program. So one of the things that we have to do with our men and women, and particularly as you work with your scheduling issues for practice time, and Little John's got their commitments with regard to the Coliseum. We have to, we live in very close quarters, and so we do need to develop another practice area that we can schedule properly with the classes and when they're offered. We've got to be able to work around the academic calendar in the best way that we can and ensure that our kids are getting quality practice time and that we can schedule properly. We need to develop another practice facility, and that's going to be on the perimeter side of the Coliseum, and on the other side, to balance it out, and this is an idea that Robert had, which I think is a really great idea, that we're going to build a pavilion area that we can use for all sorts of events for not only the university but for the athletic program, and it'll be a significant enhancement to Little John, continue to make it a beautiful facility. But we'll be able again to have the type of facilities for our basketball program, men and women, to continue to grow and prosper like we all want, and which is happening. And on the football side, in addition to, again, the West Zone, has been a very significant enhancement for our football program. Our offices, our meeting rooms, team meeting rooms, dressing rooms, strength and conditioning, all of those things to put our kids in a first-class environment. Again, keep in mind, we've been in there less than 18 months now, and started in 2002 with regard to putting the plans together. And we very much appreciate the support we've had from our donors and people that love our program with regard to their participation in the West Zone. Club seats up there, because that was a significant part of that puzzle to put that facility together. But the indoor facility is going to be a tremendous enhancement, and we're working with a sense of urgency on all of these facilities to get them completed quickly. But the indoor facility will be a full-size football field with the requisite coaching towers, video setups, restrooms, and be a quality place to work. This area, this is just a depiction of the how we look inside. On the outside, this area right here is facing Tom Chapman grandstands. And that's the other thing I didn't mention over here on baseball. We're just really pleased that Tom Chapman helped us with the left field addition, which have turned out to be, those grandstands have turned out to be just tremendous. But this will be facing that. We'll be able to use it, and quite frankly, be able to use it during football, baseball, for some tailgating or whatever we might do out there. But we're able to bring our team in. These are hanger type doors that will open up so you have an open air space and close them as needed. And you can sort of get a, well, got the Seneca River Basin. It's, you know, we try to refer to that as the Seneca River Basin and not get much. It puts a little bit more dignity into it. And Robert and I was having a conversation and said, you know, if we, because we started, we actually, probably be embarrassed to say how much money we put in to clean it up. How much do you think we Huh? Several hundred thousand dollars. Well, it's cheaper than building. And you know, we were looking at it, and I don't know, maybe I just like, you know, things like it. But I said, you know, if you're out there and you're thinking, you know, we really want to build something special here that some other universities don't have. Why don't we build a river and curve it around and put some fountains in it and make it really look good? That costs us $1 jillion to build something like it. The good Lord gave it to us free. All we need to do is just clean it up. But and with the new golf facility, the Larry Henley golf facility that's going to be up, nestled in above where the greens are and looking down. It's going to be a beautiful setting out there, and I hope y'all have noticed what we have attempted to do with Jeremy Meadows down there. The way things go with football, basketball, as well as baseball, actually Jeremy Meadows is probably more of our front door than the front part of Doug Kingsmore Stadium. And we have a lot of visitors that come down there. And the whole idea was to have a park-like setting that says there's not very many places like this in America. So as trite as that may sound, it's something that we believe is important to enhance our facilities. And when we get the Finley Golf facility sitting up there, it's going to be gorgeous. When we have the indoor facility, it's going to be gorgeous, and that whole area down there with the indoor track the indoor football facility, Doug Kingsmore Stadium, Tom Chapman Grandstand, the Larry Penley golf facility. It's going to, just like the Riggs facility and the tennis facility, it's going to change that paradigm, the facility paradigm on this end of the campus. So we're very excited about this.